Another update dropped pretty recently, and a bunch of people are trying to figure out what to do and how to get all the new things. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over one of the best money making methods, which can make anywhere from 40 to 70 million coins per hour. And no, this is actually not a flip method, meaning you can do this and you can actually grind it, not just flip it. If you guys enjoyed today's video, subscribe, it would mean the world to me. Comment your best joke. If we hit 500 likes, I will roll it, and the best joke will win 5 million coins. You must be subscribed and liked if you want to win the prize, though. So, let's get into it. So, another update just dropped recently, and there's a bunch of stuff you can do, and there's a bunch of methods you can do to make money. So, in another update, there's a bunch of new mobs, items, bosses, etc., etc., etc. But each mob, when you kill, it'll drop a unique co-op soulbound item. If I look in the sack of sacks, you'll see there is a lot of co-op soulbound items. There is a lot. Now, the method I'm going to be going over is crafting one of the new accessories, reforges you can get for your equipment. If you didn't know there's new equipment, I made a guide on how to get every single one and which one's the best. So there's a guide to new equipment, but on new equipment, you can actually reforge it with different unique reforges. They're found in the collections we already have, including ghast, glowstone, basically everything nether related. There's a new crafting recipe for reforge. The one I'm going to be going over is the most expensive one on Bazaar currently. This is going to be the Shiny Prism. Shiny Prism goes from anywhere from 6 to 9 to 10 million coins. Really depends on the time of day, but they go for a good amount of money. This gives you the Glistening Reforge on Legendaries, gives you Intelligence and Mining Fortune, which is super good if people are mining, but the main reason it's so expensive is because it is actually pretty difficult to get it. But if you know how to get it, you can make absolute bank. So now, what is Shiny Prism? It gives Mining Fortune and Intelligence, but where do you find it? It is going to be in Glowstone Collection at 10,000 Glowstone Dust mined. It's with the Enchanted Red Lantern, except it's Shiny Prism. As we can see, it applies Glistening. This, you need 80 Enchanted Glowstone Dust, which is not expensive, and 10 Gazing Pearls. First off, how much is 80 Enchanted Glowstone Dust? The part people are confused about is how to get Gazing Pearls, because that's the actual difficult part. However, Gazing Pearls, it doesn't really make sense. So, how do you get them? Now, you're going to need some pretty good weapons to do this, but you want to come down here and into the Magma Boss area. Now, I know what you're thinking, oh, the Magma Boss, he doesn't drop Gazing Pearls. And you're right, he doesn't. But these flares surrounding the outside of the map, they do. Only issue is they have 5 million health, and oh my god, do they fucking hurt. They do a lot of damage. Like, they two-shot me, and I'm in pretty good gear. Granted, I'm in mage setup. That's where they are and how you get them. You have a chance every single time you kill a flare to drop a Gazing Pearl. Now, what meta do you want to do? I recommend using a Hype because there's a cool thing about these that makes Hype so strong. They have 5 million health, and there's, like, it's 3 blades stacked on top of each other. First, how much damage does my Hype usually do, just for comparison? My Hype usually does around 1 million damage per hit, which is super good. However, if I go over to here, and I click twice, I kill it in 2 shots. The reason being, there was 3 blazes stacked on top of each other. So, it counts whenever I hit my Hype as hitting 3 different mobs, even though they're the exact same mob. Instead of hitting for 1 million damage, I'm hitting for 3 million damage, which makes this actually doable and actually possible. Now, they might fix that, they might not, I don't really know. However, it is super good right now. Now, which route do you want to do? Now, if you look around the area, you can see there's a bunch of flares all over the map, but there's one central location where they're all cramped up, right here. Here's the loop I recommend doing, and try to avoid getting hit. You kill that one, come down, Hype, teleport Hype. Just use 2 hits on each one. If you do it correctly, 2 hits is all you need. Then you wait here for it to respawn, and then you do the exact same loop back. And once you get back to here, you're gonna wait for this one to spawn. Then you're gonna go all the way. Then you're gonna walk all the way back. Wait, kill that one. Wait for that one to respawn. So on and so forth. And these do actually respawn in a decent amount of time, but make sure you're not in a tricky position, because if you spawn like in between 2 of them, they will both hit you, and you will get absolutely fucked and dead instantly. So be careful of where you are, but this is actually a super good method you can do. But obviously they hurt. You saw just how much health they took away from me. Like, it hurts. They are very strong, so be careful when you're fighting these guys. Now, from just demonstrating that, if we go to my stack of sacks, we can see I got 3 Gazing Pearls. Now, I'll show footage of this. I'll show footage of me doing this. I did this for 20 minutes earlier. Like, I grinded these mobs for 20 minutes earlier. And in those 20 minutes, I was able to average around 1 to 1.5, like 1/3ish, around 1 per minute, just in total. However, generally speaking, sometimes you'll get like 1 every 3 minutes, sometimes you get 3 in 1 minute. It's really hard to tell, but you can still make a bunch of profit from doing this. You just need to have the gear. It's really just hyper term. Hype is so cracked for this method because you're hitting 3-7 mobs. Honestly, any mage weapon that does AoE damage is cracked. You could probably get away with using Spirit-Scepter. So I just bought a Spirit-Scepter. I'll sell it later. But if I right-click it, I am doing what looks to be like 100 damage per. And using about 125 mana instead of the 150. So, does it work? Yes, it's not nearly as effective though. But I could just spam bats right there. And as we can see, because I'm hitting 3 mobs, it is dying pretty fast. So this is somewhat of a viable method for people who are earlier game and don't have a Hyperion, but it's obviously not nearly as effective as using a Hype, for obvious reasons. But you can still use Spirit Scepter if you need to do this. So if you average 1 Gazing Pearl per minute, which I am able to average, that means you get 60 an hour. 60 Gazing Pearls an hour is equivalent to 6 Prismarine Shards per time, which currently prices change a lot and they're probably going to decrease, but currently that is equivalent to around 50 million coins ish. Now of course market, it's a market, it's crazy, it'll change a lot, but point is, both those methods are super good and can make you a shit ton of money. If you guys enjoyed today's video, subscribe, would truly mean the world to me. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.